Hi everybody, so it's Anne-Marie here, just doing a little tutorial on my makeup. So first of all, I'm just going in with my Ageless Glow. This is a real must-have for anybody's makeup bag. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm using it as a primer. It gives me a lovely tan as well. It's definitely a must, so if you want more details on that, just let me know. Second, I'm going in with my eyebrows. So for my eyebrows, I'm using Anastasia Dip Brow. I've got a really sharp angled brush, and what that's going to do is it's just going to give me those real lifelike hair strokes in my brows. So I'm just mimicking hair strokes as I'm going along on my eyebrow. This is a fantastic have as well in your makeup kit. It's P. Louise, it's Rumour 2 concealer. She does do lots of different shades of concealers. This one is more or less great for everybody. All it's going to do is a concealer, but it's going to act as a base for my eyelids as well. So when my eyeshadow does go on, it's going to be really pigmented and hold the colour. I'm also using it for a few little pesky spots that I've got. Next one is we're looking at the P Perfect Carnival palette, Stacey Marie. Lovely colours this palette, and I'm going to be using a maximum of 4 shades on my eyes. So as you notice, I'm going in on my crease line, and that's just going to literally, it's quite a dark colour, it's a charcoal grey. I've forgotten the name of it, to be honest, at the moment, but I'm going in with a deep colour just through my crease line, really tiny small circles, and I'm going to keep just dipping into my palette. I don't want it to be wishy-washy, I want it to be really quite pigmented, so just keep dipping in and out of your palette. And keep if you're going this side, you want to be going quite small with your brush. Now I've gone in with a larger brush, not too large, but it's a little bit bigger because I've changed my colour, and I'm going 50% on what I already had that I've done and 50% on new skin. So you're going to get that blending motion, and again it's just the same again, circular motions. And if I do need to go back to my original colour just to give me a little bit more of an intensity, I will do. So I'm just blending it all out. Don't worry too much about how it looks at the moment either, because sometimes you think, oh god, it looks a bit weird. So third colour is the MAC. It is a bronzer, this. It's dark tan, but I'm going to be using it as my eye colour on one of my shades, and it's a large brush, a large fluffy brush that I'm using. So this is just going to give you a really nice diffused look. Just as you go higher up to your brow, you want it to be a little bit more diffused looking, not as intense. This shade's also fantastic as well if you just want it in a nice nude look or a nice summer glow. And again, I'm just going back in with the original colour that I'd used previously, just because I wanted to make it a little bit deeper and intense. Now what I'm going in is black. So with the black, I'm going to be using this as an eyeliner. My eyelids crease a little bit, and sometimes when I use liquid, you can see, and it just doesn't sit well all the time. So for today's look, I'm using the eyeshadow powder as liner, and it just settles in really nice as well. And I'm just taking that through my eye, just from lash to lash. So this is, I keep forgetting this blooming name of this. Blank canvas. I had a brain block then. Blank canvas. With blank canvas, this is an absolute godsend. So anybody who wants cut creases, and really want to make that statement eye, you need this. What this is going to do, you don't even actually have to use anything on top of this just dries within so many seconds, but this will cut your carve out a cut crease. Now what you can see as well, I'm stamping it. By me stamping it, I'm just going to try and get the most crispiest line that I can. As you can see, I'm really taking my time on this, so it does take a little bit, but you want to make it look good, so don't rush it. P. Louise has got absolutely loads of different shades. It's worth having a look on the website, to be honest, because her pigments are absolutely out of this world and they're so highly pigmented. It's worth just having a little nosy and taking a look. So you just need to make sure as well that when you do it, you need to pat it. You don't want too much on your brush or on your lid because you don't want it sort of cracking. So just pat it out and make sure that it's nice and diffused and flat. So both are done. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to go over with a nice soft pink shade over the blank canvas. Now this brush, I did cock up a little bit here because the brush that I used were absolutely awful. It didn't work, whatever. It just all dumped it all in one spot. So I did change my brush just to a bit more of a fluffier brush. But we got there in the end. So I will remember, do not use this brush again when I'm doing this look, especially over the blank canvas, because it just doesn't blend it well. It just dumps it and just drops it. So all I'm doing is, just to finish off, I'm going back over on the black that I did just to blend it all in and just bring it all together. Just take your eyes, take your time on your eyes, because it is like your statement piece, so just have a play around. So this is Peaches and Cream, and it is Gatsby. It's a lovely glitter pigment and it's gold. If anybody knows me, I love my glitter. I love anything that sparkles, diamonds, anything. I love glitz. So we're having a glitzy do today. Look at it, it looks lovely, and it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous for Christmas. It's gorgeous. I'd just wear this all the time if I could. So just put little bits on and just keep building it up. The more you build it up, the more it's going to shine and dazzle you. What I'm also going to do is, as well, on top of this, I'm using Urban Decay Midnight Cowboy, and that is literally, it is an eyeliner. It's a gold glittery eyeliner, but what I'm doing is I'm using that on top of my eyelid as well, just to really make it sort of stand out and pop that little bit more with little flecks of gold glitter there. This is it, and it's literally just little bits, tiny little droplets are just going here, there and everywhere. So what comes up must come down. So the colours that I used on my eyelids, I'm going to be mimicking that underneath, apart from obviously the gold. So it's just going to be literally the greys, browns underneath, just to give that smoky out look. And again, just with the same brushes, just literally going over. A lot of the time you might even have enough already on your brushes from the previous. So again, back with, I keep forgetting this blooming name, blank canvas. Going back in with blank canvas. Now this, yes, it was used on my eyelids, but I'm also using it on my eyeline, my waterline. This is perfect for using on your waterline. It's safe, it's designed to go on your waterline as well. It just gives a lovely effect and it stays. It really opens your eyes out using a lighter colour on your waterline. So we're going in now with L'Oreal Infallible, and it is in colour Vanilla. And also we're going with Estee Lauder Double Wear. I haven't used this for a while, but I thought I'd have a go and see what it looks like. I'd probably say it's probably a little bit lighter for me than what I probably go a little bit darker now, just because I've got a little bit of a tan. But we'll just have to go more on the bronzer. And literally just patting it in. So the brush that I'm using is a kabuki brush, but you can use anything. You can use your fingers, you can use a sponge. If you use a sponge, make sure it's damp. Sorry, I'm sort of hiding this with the mirror. Make sure it's damp. In a moment I will change to a sponge, and it's just going to give you a more flawless look. It's just really going to sort of push in that foundation. Try and make sure as well when you use a beauty blender, you wet it, just so it keeps in the hydration, and it just really sort of like gives that lovely finish to it. For all your little nooks and crannies, I'd recommend, if you are using a blender, just go in with a smaller one just under your eyes, because it is a delicate area. Don't forget your neck and your ears. Don't be walking around with a great big line around you. So we're just finishing off underneath your eyes, because with the foundation, the concealer, there might be a little bit of a harsh line where it stops and starts. So just finish it off and just blend it all in. So the colour, obviously, that we were using with the MAC is just going underneath. So this is Illamasqua and contour stick. And this is, it's a cream one, so we're just going with cream first, just to do all the areas where I'm wanting to look chiselled and a bit thinner and more defined. So just creating shadows. So I'm going in with the Illamasqua first, but then what I will do is then I will go in with powder afterwards. You don't have to, but that's just my choice. And I'm doing it all with my beauty blender. Again, you can do it with a brush. You can do it with your fingers, but I'd probably not recommend it really. Just because it won't blend as well, I would say. So this is Pierre René, and it's a bronzer. So I'm literally just going over my face a little bit first with that. Only slightly, because I'm mainly going to be then going back in with my MAC Dark Tan. So this is going to be just chiselling out all the areas that I'd used the cream stick contour. And again, just keep building on it. If you feel like you need a little bit more, pop it on. Obviously, we don't want to look like Oompa Loompas. Some people might want to look like an Oompa Loompa, but I'm trying to avoid an Oompa Loompa. Now this one, it's from Collection blusher. It's a really cheap, cheerful blusher, but it's really good and I love the colour. It's quite a peachy colour. So we're just going over that with the blusher. Just with the blusher, just make sure you don't go, probably go as far as your pupil, at the outside of your pupil. Don't come too far in, or people say like the apples of your cheeks. I tend not to come in as far as that, just because I've got a round face enough. And I don't make it rounder. So we're going in with the NARS Assist now. This is just going to be as a highlighter. There is a little bit of blusher in the NARS Assist palette as well, that I've just gone over really quickly, but it's mainly going to be for my highlighter. So we're just doing the high points, just where if it was sunny and it was shining on your face, this is where it'd hit. So it'd hit your cheekbones, bridge of your nose, end of your nose, top lip, and anywhere else that you may find that you'd like it. Going in with MAC now. This is Cork, so we're going in with our lip liner. And what I'm doing is I'm wanting a bit of an ombre lip going on, so I'm going around my lip with the liner, but I'm also colouring part of my lip in as well. Sorry, again, I'm hiding us. So instead of using a lipstick, I'm going in with the P. Louise Rumour 2 concealer again. Again, it's fantastic for all sorts of things, this, but it's going to be my lip shade. So I'm going in the middle, and then I'm just going to diffuse it with the lip liner just to get that ombre look. And to finish it off, it's just going to be L'Oreal lip gloss. And that is the look for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know if there's any more that you'd like to see.